I've got my passenger here, Nathan Barnatt. I've got to start my car, Nathan, so if you don't mind, I got to work a little magic under the hood.
Oh, you can steal your own car. Theft-proof, I guess, is what it is. I am very used to a situation like this. My own brother, Jeffed, has to start his car with a screwdriver. Actually, he doesn't have that car anymore. Oh, wow, that was fast. It's funny he has to go under the hood. Seth didn't have to go under his hood. That's insane. It's funny you have to actually go under the hood.
What do you mean?
You can't like do it under here.
No.
You just do it over by the battery.
You have to touch the battery terminal and the starter.
That's awesome. All right.
So where to, sir?
Behind us. That
Okay.
way. So go left up
Well,
here.
that doesn't work. This is a one-way street.
Go left here if you can. And then we'll do another left.
All
This
right.
next street coming up might be a one-way as well.
So Nathan, explain to the people, why are you in my back seat?
You kidnapped me, and I have no choice. So now I'm
he's
going for
he's
this
doing
ride.
his comedy, twisting my words around.
Twisting my words.
It's just this Hollywood thing.
Get
it's
in my
like,
car or else.
I'm never
way to
not a
twist that.
character. That's Nathan. I'm a wild character. That's what I do all the time. He's this Hollywood guy.
I'm just speaking the truth.
Now, what actually happened is I am poor, and I do
Yeah.
not have a home, so my home is in this car, and that's the only place a person
Where
can
do you
lie.
sleep? How do you lay down?
I pull this sleep bed. I'm so comfortable when I sleep in
You
this car.
really are? So you sleep in the driver's seat?
Yeah, but it's really
Would you
comfortable.
have more room in shotgun because there's no gas pedals and
No,
stuff
well,
there?
yeah, I would, but it's so inconvenient to move everything. Okay, this is awkward because I can't see the street.
Oh yeah, it's a little crazy up here. If you have to go right, if it's easy to
I
go
might
right,
do that.
then we can do a U-turn or something.
Because I cannot see cars coming
Yeah, this is
around.
it.
Thanks to this Audi that's parked here, like.
Busy street. Oh, the rich people making it hard for all of us.
Yep, it's all part of the man's plot to break us down. What should we call this video? This is
Homeless
from the homeless taxi.
interview.
Yeah,
Homeless taxi.
homeless taxi ride.
Do it. Nice. And now keep driving for 2 miles.
Okay,
And then stop.
and we should tell people we're at
Let me out.
Santa Monica, Venice Beach.
Right now we're in Venice. We're heading towards Santa Monica, a couple miles up the road. Historic place,
Probably a lot of movies
filled with
filmed there.
sunshine. That apartment right there that we just passed is the very first place I ever laid my head in Los Angeles. In 2000, it was either 2005 or 6, I can't remember. I stayed at my friend Abby's place. She lived in Venice, and that's where we slept for the first week. It's funny, this is very serendipitous, I think is the word. I slept right there where you parked when I first moved to California, and I was homeless, and we slept on my friend's living room floor, and now here you are, laying on your car floor, homeless, and it's the same thing.
Well, you're laying in my bed. That's my sleeping
Back
bag
to
right
basics.
there.
I'm back to where I started.
Yeah, this is Tinseltown lore with Nathan Barnatt.
Yeah.
People be telling these stories for decades.
Yeah, so today, Angelo and I made a little video.
We've got garbage juice all over us.
I am so, this layer of clothing is actually pretty clean because I had my the character clothes on top of these. So I hope I'm not stinking up your joint too much.
Appreciate it. I'll wash this out every once in a while.
And
whenever I get an actor in the back seat, I gotta wash things and
Whenever I
sterilize them.
smuggle or kidnap an actor and put him in the back seat,
I never
try to
know.
make it as pleasant as possible for them.
When you actors, what's one piece of advice you could give to an actor coming out to Los Angeles?
I would say the only advice I would say is to do what you're doing and do what you did. Just get up and go and do whatever you think of. The networking thing is a big thing, but it's really obnoxious and hard. I'm not a fan of networking. I'm a fan of just doing what I want, and people will find me hopefully and come to me, which has happened. But you have to be a little proactive and reach out to people and like just make connections. The more people you know, the better in any industry, in any town. I would say if you want to be a miner, you got to find out who runs the mine. So you got to network. It's the same thing here. It's just a lot more networking. But just make stuff. If you're making good stuff and people find it, they'll have a reason to work with you. It's like, oh, that dude's good at this. Hire him. You know, I'm good at looking like an idiot falling on my face. So that's where I got in. And I'd say just do what you like, because then the passion will be behind the product. People can tell when you're putting love into something, and when you're doing something just because you think it's like popular or whatever, it comes across as disingenuous, and I feel like people can tell. So just do whatever you want to do. Party. And by party, I mean do it, like film things and, you know, live life. You're in California, you're already doing better than you were because you're not in a place that you were unhappy. I'm assuming you left for a reason, right?
Right, exactly.
You didn't want to be there.
If you're just joining us out there, we're at the new school at Flying Over Trout University, talking to distinguished actor, lesbian Nathan Barnatt.
Disgusting actor, Nathan Barnatt.
And he just laid some truth on you. George C. Scott said something similar, which is the joy of acting has to come through on screen.
Yeah.
And I heard those words relayed from Gene Siskel talking about Jackie Chan. And that's a big influence on you,
for
isn't
sure.
it?
Yeah, big
just
time.
loves performing. Like, he just wants to give you everything.
That's the thing. Like, personally, me, I would be doing it if no one was watching, because I was doing it when no one was watching. I just love doing it. I did it in high school. It had a sketch comedy show called The Sweet Ride, and we were just making. No one was watching besides us. It was just fun to do. There's no benefit to it at all besides the pure joy of it. It's like a painter paints because the universe is telling them to do it. So that's why you got to start. So if you're pursuing the thing you truly love, then you're doing the right thing. In success, it sounds like a person who never. This sentence I'm about to say sounds like a person who is not successful or didn't make it, but I truly believe it now. Success isn't in numbers. Success is in being happy on earth and doing what you love, you know? Because you never fail if you don't stop. Like, you only fail when you stop trying, you know? So if you're doing what you love, you're not failing, you're succeeding. Because I have friends that like never left their small town and they're like not happy, and I get messages from them saying like, oh, it's so cool to see you, you know, going for something. And it reminds you that like when you're super depressed and you're broke and you're physically hurting because you're not making any money, it's a little moment to be like, okay, at least they are happy I left, because it puts into perspective I would be even more miserable if I was home in Massachusetts not doing this.
Wow.
I talk a lot.
I had to get in the artistic. The driver looks back at the passenger, you know.
Oh yeah, and the
glances in the rearview mirror. Yeah, little art moment there, 70s film moment.
Oh yeah.
I know you're into those, Nathan.
I sure do.
I know you very
70s
well.
film, they do so many. It looks like film because it is, and film to me looks more like a cliche movie, because that's what I'm used to seeing when I grew up. It's like that film stock and the dirty film. I just love it. The motion to film.
Silver granules.
It looks so like the movies now to me. In 100 years, people are gonna love like the red camera. That'll be like vintage looking, you know. But like a lot of movies, I love the red. Actually, I shoot on the red. Movies now move. Some of the frame rates are different. It's like I hate 60 frames a second in movies. I think it looks disgusting. It looks too much like real life, and it's harder to escape and feel like you're watching something like a fantasy. It feels like I'm just watching. Oh, my car's over there. Take this left if you can. Rambling here. I almost forgot to tell you to stop. Yeah, I love 70s films because they do really good zooms, slow, cool zooms. I love zoom lenses and film stock.
You should sometime you should go past me on the street. We should stage this where you're like, dude, you're Angelo Mike. You're the next Martin Scorsese. Like, just do that.
Put the idea out there.
Yeah, and like get people buzzing on the street. Like, what?
Like that.
Is that? I guess he's right. That's the next Martin Scorsese.
It's not false advertising if I truly think it.
That's exactly right.
Well, I might not be lying. How do I know? You might be the next Martin Scorsese.
Right.
I can't tell the future.
Yeah, or say, you know, you're the next Brian De Palma. You're the next Francis Ford Coppola.
You're the next Angelo.
Right, yeah. And you just do that and get people excited, like, and they'll get chills up their spine, I'm sure of it.
And they'll just start taking pictures of you.
Right.
And then a producer will come running up to you and be like, dude, please, direct my film. I heard that guy saying you're a director.
Yeah, I'll have the actors audition on the street too. Same way. It's like I'm the next Scorsese. Who wants to be in a movie? You, genius with the beard. Get over here.
That's another thing.
Say a
Grow
line.
A beard. Directors always have beards.
Yeah. I had a road trip beard when I drove over, but I can't stand them. Yeah, I don't know how people do it.
You gotta get past the 2-week mark, I think.
I can't do it. It's 5 days is my max.
2 weeks, you're like, it's driving you nuts, but then every time I hit 2 weeks, it doesn't itch anymore. It's not annoying. I'm used to it. I've learned how to eat with it. It's messy eating, and
so
messy, yeah.
My other issue is it's weird. I shift from getting like, oh my goodness,
what are they doing? Go.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
My bad.
I hate that when I end up.
I'm dumb. I'm like, sorry. You pressured me into that.
I know. Why does those people? They were walking -1 mile an hour. So when you get up here, this next little left, you take that, and then we'll pull right up to my car. So go around all these beautiful flowers. Santa Monica, this is a good place for you to come. You've been here for how long? One day?
One
Just
day.
got here yesterday?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And I showed you that picture. I was in Rancho Cucamonga. I saw a cafe with a Dreamcast there.
That's so cool.
So I'm thinking
that was rad.
Dreamcast party.
Yeah, go left
where,
up here.
Where you picture this. People are playing and they're arguing. It's like an old Western. They're throwing cards down. They're being rowdy. And then you walk in and everyone's like, oh. But like the champs here.
Oh yeah,
like,
right.
Like they're holding their cards.
Rancho Cucamonga, no one is any. I'm surprised there's even a Dreamcast that exists in that town.
They're like looking down. They're like, oh man, like this guy's serious. You're not playing around. Like we're not trying to be all rowdy.
No, the weirdos here.
You said left here?
Run. Yeah, go left.
Okay.
Once you can get around this person, this Uber or whatever. Everyone's getting out the fancy hotel. This is Shutters, the hotel in Santa Monica.
Wow.
Super expensive. I do a lot of stuff with Adult Swim, and all the people who come in from Atlanta who work for Adult Swim, I think you can go. Is he directing traffic?
Yeah, he is.
I would just do it. It seems like he's not paying attention to us. Yeah, just start going. Watch out for this guy on the left, though.
Okay.
I'm farting in your backseat. I hope that's cool. I know you sleep back here.
Well, I sleep in the driver's seat. I just lay it back.
All right,
And
yeah, go for it. Then once this guy moves. Sorry, I'm literally a backseat driver right now.
I literally.
Go for it. He's waiting for you.
Okay.
And of course, everyone crosses the street right when you.
Well, I flashed the lights.
Look up LA. There's a million people everywhere at all times.
This is. I thought DC traffic, and DC traffic is really bad for all the suburbs in Virginia where everybody drives to DC, but we don't have the massive roads that you have here.
Yeah.
And people driving like it's a gladiator sport. Like somebody dies on the road.
right here and just throw your hazards on in front of this car, because then I can get to mine easy.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Nathan Barnatt. That's
traffic. Get ready for that. That's the worst thing about LA. But if you sign up for it and you're used to it and you just make it part of your life, then it won't. Don't let it destroy you.
I don't think I really mind too much.
See, I get road rage easily.
I get frustrated with like going like 6 miles takes 45 minutes.
Yeah, like to get to like the east side of LA, like Silver Lake and stuff, from this west side, it takes 2 hours.
Let me get a picture for the
2
thumbnail.
hours to go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go
It
on.
takes like 2 hours to go like 15 miles.
I see. Yeah,
It's insane.
it's really bad.
This is also super tourist town. Santa Monica is just half the people are
Right.
tourists. So
yeah, I got to get this overheating issue fixed. I got coolant there. I got to fill it with some foam that'll block the leak like
to seal
temporarily.
it up, radiator sealant or something.
Yeah, I'll go to Walmart or wherever.
Dang.
Wherever those products are sold.
Well,
All right,
thank you for
Nathan,
the ride.
You have to get out
Thanks
of here
for filming today.
and go. Okay.
I will escape the vehicle now. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.